Okay, two things before I start this video. If you ask me, am I still wearing the same clothing that I wore in the last video for this series, and then also to what I wore in the video after this for the series, just know that we filmed the same videos back to back to back because we haven't been doing anything else, and we actually have time to film now because the place is like super quiet, and yeah, the opportunities. So that's why I know we're not changing our clothes because of a video. Okay, I did turn around the outfit though, because I was wearing it, you know, back to front, or yeah. Also, number two, this lighting is doing wonders. Like I told my best friend that his place is not brighter than my place. Turns out that he may be right. It probably is brighter than my place, but we're not going to admit that to him, okay? So we're going to keep that a secret.
Hey, I'm Jewel, a Caribbean fashion designer building a brand from scratch while balancing my mental health with entrepreneurship. I sew to survive. I sew to heal. Welcome to the Cozy Chaos.
Welcome back to episode 3 of Building My Brand from Scratch. Today we're going to be talking about some of the issues that we encounter as women in clothing and how this dress that I'm making for Chalks and Cheeks is going to be addressing those issues. So number one, pockets. Or should I say lack of pockets? Because I don't know who told the fashion industry that women don't need pockets, because we got what, purses or bags? Who the hell wants to carry a bag or a purse? I, for number one, really don't like carrying anything in my hand. I don't have time for that. I have a little square black pouch that I literally try to stuff every single thing in, and it has like a strap that comes and you can walk around with it. I don't even like doing that. I do it because I have no choice, but I don't like doing it. And so yeah, we are going to be talking about having no pockets. This is probably the number one complaint I see a lot of persons talking about, and I run a sewing alterations business. By the way, I'm Jewel. I run a sewing alterations business called Jewellz Closette and a slow fashion brand called Chalks and Cheeks. Yes, and we're making a dress for Chalks and Cheeks. However, in my sewing and alterations business, I usually tell persons that you have to tell me that you don't want pockets in your outfit, because pockets are mandatory. It comes with the entire package when we're doing custom made clothing. So you have to actually tell me, hey, I don't want pockets in this outfit, and then I'll not put pockets in the outfit. Otherwise you're going to get a whole pocket up dress. Okay, with all that to say, I don't understand why it says men wear has so many pockets. They have at least 4 pockets in the basic men wear, and they don't even need it. They don't need all those pockets. I'm gonna say right now, they don't need it. We females, we need all the pockets in the world, okay? We have no pockets. First of all, fake pockets, what the hell? Why is it that we can't get a functional, stylish pocket? Why we have to choose between function and style, and sometimes we don't get function at all and just style? Who the hell wants a fake pocket? Why does all these jeans have fake pockets? Why does these dresses have no pockets? What is happening? We don't like that. Another pocket problem is the fact that the pockets are always too small. What is that little pocket thingy in your jeans that like you have like the pocket and there's like a little pocket in it that could literally fit probably a quarter, or probably not? What is that about? Did we ask for that? I don't like jeans, so I'm kind of coming for jeans this way. Whatever. Pockets that are too small to fit your phone, because we all got phones. We want to be able to put our phones in our pocket and not have to worry that someone passes and just snaps, just grabs it. I have one jeans, like I talk about this, I have one jeans, and the pockets in the front, I don't think I can put anything in it. So I only have like the pockets to the back, and that's where you can like put your phone. But when I'm walking through the town, the city, when I'm in the fabric district, anyone can literally pass and just like take your phone out your pockets and go about their business with it. Pockets that distort the dress is a third thing. In this dress that I'm making, I'm trying to work on the pocket not weighing down the dress, so it means that I probably have to do a different fabric, as well as also to, when I'm inserting it into the seam, I need to place, I don't know, something that's gonna give it that's gonna put the more pressure not on the actual pocket itself, but more on the seam or the entire dress, so that it doesn't weigh down and distort the dress. We don't like pockets that distort the dress. We don't appreciate that. I don't want to push my phone in my pockets and my whole dress just drops. You know, I'm gonna be very honest and say I have made clothing that it has pockets, but the pockets are not ideal for what I want. It's nice and deep, but then as I wear it over time, I realize the issues that the pocket has that I would like to address in the Chalks and Cheeks dress. So we're gonna be working on that. That's number one. That's one problem we have. We have no pockets to carry our lip gloss, to carry our phone, to carry our money, our bank cards. We have no pockets for those things. And in this Chalks and Cheeks dress, we're going to be making deep pockets that does not distort the dress. We're going to try our best that can hold everything that we have, still look good on the outside, and it's going to be stylish, not fake and not functional. It's going to be totally functional. A second problem that I see that we have is sheer or see-through fabric, and this is a problem again that I have. White dresses. Why is it that a white dress has to be so sheer? I'm seeing you. I'm coming for you. Linen dresses, like I love linen fabric, even though it has the iron. Like I love the way it looks. It's just so gorgeous. Why is it so sheer? Why can't we make linen, or why can't we have clothing that's not sheer? You know, and then those fast fashion brands, you see, I'm not gonna call names, but I ordered from this brand and the fabric was so thin that you literally have to wear like 3 layers to make sure that nothing was being shown. Crazy and wild to me. So in this Chalks and Cheeks dress, I'm gonna make sure that whatever fabric I buy, it's not sheer. You can wear it comfortably without wondering whether or not someone can see the panty line or something. Number 3, and that would be inconsistent sizing. I'm not going to dwell too much on this because persons are saying that there's like sizes between different brands, one, and then there's like different sizes within the same brand, which I don't understand. But I am going to have up like my sizing chart when this dress actually launches, that is going to tell you specifically what size you need to be, like, you know, bust, waist, hip measurements and stuff like that, and what that corresponds with. And we are going to be making sure that we maintain that sizing throughout every single outfit that we make in the Chalks and Cheek brand. We are not going to be changing up the sizing for no reason, just doing it because we could do it. We're not doing that. So we're going to have consistent sizing. Definitely don't have to worry about that in Chalks and Cheeks for this dress. Number 4 is no bust support. I talked about this in my previous video, where I was asking, like I asked my friend whether or not she likes bra cups, and she doesn't really appreciate them, just like I don't, and she's a plus size person. I think bra cups could be positive if done well. I have just never had a done well bra cup in my life, and so a lot of persons complain about this, and this is a complaint that I have as well too. I literally rip those bra cups out because I rather wear my bra and wear the dress than actually use the bra cups in the dress. It makes no sense. But some persons say that, you know, there's a gaping at the bust, it's too tight across the chest, there's no room for, like, you know, somebody with larger bust. So if your bust is like 45 and 50 inches in circumference, there's like no room for that. We are going to try our best to make sure that our bust is supported, especially for plus size girlies, and the straps that don't support weight. Why it says you would make a dress in a plus size and the dress is like a thin strap, and you say, oh, this is for the plus size girlies. Stop lying. Why are you lying? There is no support there. A thin strap cannot support the amount of bust on a plus size girly. So just stop lying to people, okay? Make the straps a little thicker, and even to, if it's like possible, reinforce the strap in a way where it still keeps the style, it does not weigh down on the fabric. Like that is something that I am doing some research on as well too, as to how to actually get it to not weigh my fabric down, or, you know, give it the support that it needs. So I am really focusing on how I'm going to get my straps to work that way. When I tell you work, I don't know what made me think that I can release this in the spring summer 2026, but yeah, we're gonna try. All right, number 5, and that is too short. Dresses that are too short, especially the mini dress. I talk about this again in my previous video, where I'm going to be doing 4 different sizes. That I'm thinking about doing 4 different sizes. I do want to, like, I put up a poll on that, and as the time of recording this poll, I don't know what the results is yet, but we may insert, you know, what the results were, if it is we got any results at all. Persons have been complaining that the mini is a little bit too mini. Like when they bend over, it's a little bit of anxiety. We are going to try to work on that. I'm going to try to make a mini that's not too mini. We'll see how mini we can mini get, you know, just trial and error here to really see if it's possible. And I think maybe the first dress that I release, maybe it might be a knee length and a midi, because I know a lot of persons love midi, and this is for the spring summer, so you don't want to feel cool because you know the place is ridiculously hot. I do want to see how I can go about making sure that the length of the dress is proper, not just for my regular height girlies, but even like, you know, tall girlies as well too. There's so much logistics into it, because when it is you're a plus size person as well too, if you do like a mini that is a little bit too mini, then you don't feel comfortable in your clothing, especially if you're really conscious about probably your legs are thick and you're really conscious about that. You don't want to wear a mini out and about on the road. You don't want to do that, and I totally get that. And if it is you are someone that's slimmer and the mini you bend over and everything is showing, you don't want that as well too. So minis are so tricky. So I think we're probably going to start with like a knee length, you know, outfit that's going to be comfortable for both plus size persons and for slimmer persons, and then also for tall people. Like I want to be able to make something that is for tall people. Something that I want to make the dress that it's long enough for a tall individual as well too. So I did some research again to see like height, like the average height, and apparently the average height in America is 5.3, like 5 feet 3 inches. I didn't know that. I'm currently 5'6". I'm 5'6", yeah. So apparently I'm considered tall in terms of like taller than persons, and apparently anything over 5'6" or 5'7" is considered a tall person. So I am falling in the category of tall. So I think I may be a good gauge for the height for mini, midi, knee length and everything. And I think I'm going to have to take in consideration my short girlies, my plus size girlies, my tall girlies, you know, a lot of thoughts into consideration. But of course too, we're going to throw out some polls to see what persons prefer, what they want, because it's important that if it is persons are actually interested in this outfit, and if it is you actually want to have a piece of chosen cheeks, then it's imperative that I make sure that I please the peoples. Number 6 would be that zippers are hard to reach. I'm gonna just lay down the law right now. This outfit has no zippers. We ain't got no fasteners at all. 2 reasons. I hate having to install anything that is a fastener. I hate having to install zippers. I don't like installing zippers. It takes too much time as far as I'm concerned. I don't like installing buttons, because then I have to create a buttonhole and my machine refuses to create buttonholes properly. So I don't like installing buttonholes, and I don't like adding buttons. I don't like it. I don't. So why would I make an outfit that makes me not feel happy? I'm not going to do that. So we're not putting no zippers. Another reason why I'm not putting any zippers is because I want this material. It's supposed to be stretchy, and I want you to be able to like step in and step out, or pull it over your head. Especially if it is you or someone that lives alone and you don't have persons to help you zip up those zippers. Oh my god. I learned how to zip my zipper long time. Ever since I was a child, I can zip a zipper up my back. Some persons can't do that for different reasons, especially for health reasons and stuff. Your hand probably just can't fit. And that's totally fine and understandable. And girl, trust and believe, I'm making this dress for somebody who they can't do that. So we want slip over. That's why we're doing like a square neckline sort of. It's big enough to slip over your head, or it's big enough for you to pull up from your waist, come up. That is what we're looking for. This dress addresses the zippers hard to reach problem. Number 7, and is that an unflattering waist placement. I think when I was doing this research, I honestly didn't know that all these were issues that other people had. Like I have those issues, but I didn't know other persons had that issue. One of the things is that the standard, I think from bust to waist measurement, I think is 6 inches. And some persons are not 6 inches. I think I am 6.5 to 7 inches. And so usually when I make my dresses, I used to make it with the standard. And then I want to know why it is my waistline is like higher than my actual natural waist. Turns out I was supposed to measure from my bust to my actual waistline and then use that measurement. So some persons, their torso are a little bit longer or shorter, and so the waist placement, the waist seam placement is either too high or it's too low. Guess what? We don't have any waist seam in our dress. We're doing one flush front, one flush back. So you don't have to worry about that. You don't have to worry about the waist seam. we totally kill that. We are doing princess line, which means that the boxy shape and the no structure shape, ain't gonna have that. And then also to we don't have to worry about anything like empire waist seam, any natural. We're not doing any waist seams, none like that. So we're gonna have vertical lines only. This is gonna help also too if you're a short girly and you want a little bit more, you know, to look a little bit more taller. It's gonna help with that. But definitely getting rid of the waist seams so that we won't have to worry about that. Number 8, and that would be cheap construction. Apparently that's an issue. It is. Fashion fatigue is real, guys. It's real. So yeah, so we are going to make sure that our dresses are not pilling after 2 washes. We don't need that. We don't need any pucker and seams. I am going to be literally working tooth and nail, making sure that I have the best thread, the best fabric, to make sure that when I'm done, this dress fits you like a glove, looks gorgeous, and you have it lasting, I can't say a lifetime because even the fabric today, they're not making anything good these days, but it's going to last you a really, really long time. I'm going to try my best to ensure that. That's probably an overpromise, and then I may under-deliver, which I don't want to, but we are going to try our best to allow, you know, the construction to be something that is immaculate. We're going to try. Number 9, overcomplicated design. So some persons, and I didn't know that this was an issue. I also have this issue. I don't want too much cutout, too much weird straps, too much random slits, too much asymmetrical details. I have been watching one of the videos on YouTube where she like tests out different designs from fast fashion, and some of these things that come, like the way that you have to put it on, sometimes it comes with no instructions. They ain't got no instructions on these things, and the strap is here and there and all haywire, and you want to know how do you put on this dress, what is the right way. We don't have that. You're gonna have no complications to know what is the right way for this dress. I'm gonna tell you, just letting you know. We don't want to do the most just to look polished, so we're gonna make sure that this dress does everything it needs to do simply. Number 10, and that is not enough versatility. And that is why we are making a dress that is reversible and something that you can wear at home and do errands in as well too, something you can wear at home and do a casual outing into, something that you can wear at home and then style up or style down and go to dinner, something you can wear at home and then have it, you know, in multiple settings. Maybe this would be a dress to be able to wear at a wedding. That would be great. If you can wear this dress at a wedding and feel comfortable, that'd be immaculate. We just want to make sure that this dress has enough versatility, especially when you pay your price for your dress. You want to be able to get maximum wear out of it and maximum versatility out of it. And we are going to try to achieve that with the Chops and Cheeks dress. Number 11 is fabric that wrinkles immediately. I talk about this in, I think, in the next video. We're going to be talking about that. We are trying not to get fabric that wrinkles, you know, so easily. We're going to make sure that I ideally want fabric that doesn't need to iron. That may be not the case, but ideally that's what I'm looking for. So if we can find that, great, just great. It'd be interesting to see if persons would wear this dress to also do not just traveling, like, you know, going out of the country, but also to for work. I would love to see if someone is actually wearing my dress with like a blazer or something and they're heading to work, so they're feeling comfortable in work. That would be ideal. Number 12, and that is no petite or tall option. So we did talk about this previously. You know, the regular length of dresses don't work for everyone, so we want to make sure that we are offering petite sizes and tall sizes and plus sizes. Now that I think about it, I have a lot of work to do, but I'm happy about it. We're gonna get it done, but we're gonna make sure that we are offering a range so that at the end of the day, it's the go-to outfit that you want to wear. You know, at least the go-to outfit that I want to wear. If you guys want to come along for the ride, that'll be grand. Number 13, armhole issues. Ooh, one of the things that I do in my business is alterations. That's a major part of Jewellz Closette. And one of the issues that persons always bring, always, besides shortening hems, is armholes. Right here, like, I don't even know if you can see it, but like right here is always too big. There's always this gape right there that I have to like use a dart to take in or something to make sure that it fits them properly. And so because of that, now it shows the bra if it's too loose, if it is, and it gapes open. If it is it's too tight, or it's really up under their arm, then it cuts into their underarm and it's very uncomfortable to wear. And so that's one of the issues that I have to fix a lot of times in person's outfits, and it's something that I want to really work on with Chops and Cheeks. The thing about this dress is that it should not have that issue really, because it's going to be a tie strap, which means that you adjust it according to how much, you know, tightness you want on your actual body, and not according to what is actually built in or sewn in into this dress. Oh, I'm now thinking that because it's going to be reversible, it's basically lined because there's two fabrics. So it's basically lined. It's thought of it being sheer. It's not going to work, like it's not going to be sheer, definitely not going to be sheer. And then also too, it's going to have a little bit more support on the bust area because we're making thicker straps according to the different sizes we're working with. So that's a point. Okay, number 14. Final thing is trend over wearability. A lot of persons are like, oh, brands prioritize like, the trends over, actually being able to wear this clothing. We're not doing that. We're all about comfort, longevity, and practicality. That's the three things that we're definitely about. And I am working very hard to make sure that we deliver on that. We are going to make sure that this dress is so wearable. You're going to only want chalks and cheeks in your closet. Again, at least I would want chalks and cheeks in my closet only because that's all I want to wear. So to recap, because I prefer one-piece outfits, so we're going to have this one dress. I hate overthinking outfits. I really care about elegance. I want to feel cute. I want to feel put together. I want to feel elegant in my dress. I don't want anything to be fussy. And because there's so many complaints of this in the industry, I really want to be able to bring this dress to life and to really address those complaints. If I can't address every single thing, then at least address 90% of the issues that we have in the industry for women. I know that there are a lot of clothing on the market and there's a lot of things, but I honestly think that there's a lot of cheaply made clothing and unethically made clothing as well too. Clothing that is not sustainable because after 2 wears you fling it in the wash or in the bin because it's no longer good. So I really do think that there is quite a few garments in the industry today. There's a lot, but it's nothing but there's very minimal good pieces of clothing. I've seen persons are trying to this year make, capsule wardrobes where they have clothing and they rotate on a regular basis, things that are really durable, because I think people are really tired of having to buy new clothing all the time because things are not, lasting. So we're gonna focus on making something to last. We're gonna focus on comfort. I know that I'm making this dress for me. This dress is for me. And I know that if I make this dress to the best of my ability for my comfort level, and I know it's gonna be the best thing possible, that if I put it out there or when I put it out there, it's gonna satisfy someone else as well too, because I made sure and put the effort in for me. I think if it is you do something for yourself, that's you spend a lot of time doing things for yourself. You put a lot of effort in it for yourself. Some persons, I know some persons, put a lot of effort for everybody else and not themselves. But if it is you really do something, like if you really love yourself, then whatever it is you create, it's going to be so good that when you put it out there, somebody else is going to love it as well. I don't want like 1 billion people to love this dress. It'd be nice, but it's probably not possible. But I do at least want one other person to love this creation and to really appreciate the amount of time and effort that goes into really making clothing. That is all I have for this video. Please tune in next week for episode number 4 in this series, where we talk about the fabric sourcing and we actually go and source fabric. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you're enjoying this series, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button, and of course comment in the comment section what you're really enjoying so far about this series. If you're learning anything, because this girl, she be learning a lot. But let me know, and I will see you guys in the next one.